So for this project, I'm going to use a 4.5mm crochet hook. And now I'm going to make a slip knot with my yarn. I'm going to single crochet 50 chains all the way down. Once you have 50 crochets done, you're going to add one for a total of 51. Now I'm going to slip stitch all the way down for a count of 50. Slip stitch means you're going to go through the chain with your hook, wrap the yarn around, and pull through both loops. Once I'm done with my 50 slip stitches, I'm going to turn my work and go down the opposite side, single crocheting for 50. Once my 50 single crochets are done, I'm going to again turn my work, go down the opposite side, doing single crochets for a count of 50 in the back loop. Once my 50 single crochets in the back stitch is complete, I'm going to complete row 4 through 46 doing what's called a waistcoat stitch. The waistcoat means I'm going to go through the V, I'm going to push my needle through. The first stitch is going to be the hardest. Once I get it through, I want to make sure it's in what's called the basket. You look around, I have yarn on the side, the top, and the other side. Then I wrap the yarn around my needle, I pull it through, then I wrap the yarn around my needle again and pull it all the way through. And I just repeat that for each time. I check for the V, it's in between each stitch. I put my yarn, or my needle, excuse me, through. I want to make sure that I have that basket in the back, so yarn on both sides and the top. Then I wrap my yarn around, I pull it through the first, wrap it around, and pull it through both. I just repeat that, check the V, which is in between each stitch, push it through, make sure I have the basket, side, side, and top, wrap the yarn around, pull through one, wrap the yarn around, pull through both. And I repeat that for rows 4 through 46, or until you get the width that you want. Once you get the width that you want, you are going to mark each side in the middle. So I have it on both sides, and then I'm going to count till I get into the middle of the bag, and I'm going to mark that as well. From there, I'm going to count 6 stitches to both sides. That is going to be the width of my handle. I'm going to mark that so I know exactly where to stop and start. Once I have them marked, I'm just going to do the waistcoat stitch until I get to the marking. once I get to the marking, I'm going to do between 12 and 16. I did 16 single crochets just because I wanted my handle a little bigger, but the recommended is 12 so that it comes out nice and even. Once you're done, you're just going to do a single crochet to attach the handle and then do a waistcoat stitch all the way around till your next mark. Once you meet the next mark, you're just going to repeat what you did on the other side so your handles are the same. This is going to be our first pass over the handle. You're just going to single crochet . Now this is going to be our second pass over the handle, so we can go ahead and waistcoat stitch it. Now you're just going to keep on waistcoat stitching until you get the width of the handle that you want. Now I'm going to make a little latch to go over my laptop so I can close it and tighten it up. So the first thing I'm going to do is do 20 single crochet stitches. And then I'm going to slip stitch down the chain. After I get done slip stitching down, I'm just going to go ahead, turn my work back around, and do single crochets all the way down. Once my single crochets are done, I'm going to turn my work and do single crochets in the back stitch back down. Once I'm done with my single crochets in the back stitch, I'm going to go ahead and waistcoat stitch it all the way down, and I'm going to do that 2 times. That's the width that I want, but you can make it however wide as you want. After my latch was done, I sewed it into the computer case by going in between each stitch, making sure that it was nice and snug. After that, I put in a button and pushed it through one of the stitches to make sure that it would stay nice and tight, and then I was done. This project took me about a day to finish. This project took me about a day to finish, but it was just non-stop crocheting. I took a few breaks to eat lunch and to stretch my fingers, but it shouldn't take too long. And it was quite enjoyable. And now I have a cute computer case because it's a really cute pink that I like. And I hope you enjoyed this video.